Welcome back to the Coins and Connections podcast, where we explore all things books, business, and bullshit. My favorite bees. I'm your host, the fairy coin mother, Cinquanta Cox-Smith of www.cinquantacoxsmith.com. Now let's get into today's episode. Hey guys, welcome back to the Coins and Connections podcast, season 3, episode 9. I am your girl, Cinquanta Cox-Smith. Hey, smile for me. How are you guys doing on this Friday? Again, I'm blessed to be back with all of you beautiful listeners out there in the world, wherever you are listening from. Texas has been warm. It has been warm. I don't know. It's fall, but I'm not feeling the fall. Today, I'm going to talk about why you should start a print-on-demand business now. I'm super excited to get into this topic because, as always, I love everything about the print-on-demand business. I love everything about making money in general, and I want to give you some of the inside scoop on why you should start one. Now, even if you're not business savvy, you can start a print-on-demand business. Your kids can start a print-on-demand business. And you can just make some money in your part-time, spare time, whenever you have a little bit of time, probably even 30 minutes a day. As always, I want to thank you guys for listening. We are knocking these episodes out right on to the 100th episode. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet for the 100th episode, but I do want y'all to send me some suggestions. Do you guys want to do some voice notes, leave some voice messages, leave some live questions, something for a shout out on the podcast, because I want my day ones who've been rocking with me for, all these seasons and through the beginning. I want you guys to be a part of this. And I don't know, I'm just thinking of a special way to do that and celebrate with you as well. Maybe I can have a form and I can send out merch to you guys. I do have stuff that I can send out. So maybe that can be something that I can do. I'll probably go ahead and do a Google form so I can make sure I have some things together and some options for you guys to help me choose. So I'll think about doing that, and just check out the next couple of episodes for a Google form link, I guess, in the description box. So we can hash this out and get some votes and get some opinions on things that we should do to celebrate for the 100th episode, because you are a part of this as well. I probably have some books around that I can ship out as well. So yeah. Maybe we can even do a contest. I don't know. Let's just talk about it in my inbox, okay? Email me if you have some suggestions. And also, if you guys have a business and you want to have an ad read on the podcast, let me know. I do podcast ads. You can email me at hello@cinquantacoxsmith.com, and we can discuss prices for a certain amount of episodes. If you would like to hear your business being sponsored here on my podcast. So I'm excited to continue to offer that. I've done it in the past. I just don't talk about it a lot, but it is available. So you guys know what time it is. It's time for our rapid fire question of the day. So the rapid fire question of the day is, last time you laughed very hard out loud? Probably on the podcast, at myself, but just about every day. When my daughter comes home from school, y'all, she has the most random stories about things that have happened. And I can always count on her to crack me up, because Texas is a different breed. Like, these teachers, these kids, they are something different. And like, she's super mature in the way that she talks and her mannerisms. And I just love her little cute self, but she just always has a great story to tell me when she comes home from school. And I can always count on her to brighten up my day a little bit more once I pick her up. So when I asked the rapid fire question over on the Coins and Connections Instagram on Saturday, make sure you guys answer in the comment section, when was the last time you laughed very hard out loud? So, in the time of a pandemic, in the coronavirus and everything, people being laid off from jobs, people not being able to go back to work, print on demand has seen a huge increase. I don't have accurate numbers, but because of a nationwide shortage on t-shirts and other products, shipping times taking forever, people are spending dollars online. I know you probably have increased your online shopping because guess what? Ain't shit else to do but buy stuff. Okay. And if you're buying stuff, you need to have some extra income to, cover the cost of your new, or not, it's probably not a new habit, but your habit of buying more than ever. Because tell me, I get packages at least probably 3 times a week. I do have some stock in Amazon because that's where I spend most of my money, but also that's where I make a lot of my money as well. So it's like a 2-for-1 deal, right? I make my money on Amazon and then I put it right back in there, but I also make money from my stocks, right? It makes sense when you say it out loud, why not spend my money where I make it? And then I earn from it because I have stocks in it, right? So I'm going to tell you guys about some of the websites that I love for print on demand. Redbubble, Teespring, TeePublic, Zazzle, Printful, Printify, T-Launch, Amazon KDP, and Amazon Merch. So for beginners, I always recommend Amazon KDP. Over there is, if you have dreams of being a writer or publishing anything or creating a journal and only having to like upload it and do some stuff like that, Amazon KDP is one of the easiest platforms to learn. And like I told you guys, my Easy Money Starter Pack course is for the low content, no content course, which is on mygumroad.com/Cinquanta Cox-Smith, is where you can learn to create your own no content journal. And when I say no content, you can upload things like line sheets, notebooks, journals. You can upload like comic scripts. You can upload coloring books, sketchbooks. What is it called? The trace books for kids, where they can learn how to do their ABCs. They can identify shapes and stuff like that. So that is one of the easier things. If you are a teacher, this is a great side hustle for you. You can create workbooks like the ones we used to buy from the Dollar Tree and from Walmart for your kids and do it for different grade levels. You can create a division workbook, also multiplication, add a multiplication chart in the back. You're doing something super educational for the kids. You can do like history coloring books to cover certain times. You can do a Black history coloring book where they can color all of the famous Black people who have definitely paved the way. We got the Harriet Tubmans. We got Martin Luther King Jr. We got Barack Obama. Okay, we can do stuff like that. So those are things that you can actually get done, which is really good. And I love it because it's easy to do. Some of these things are a learning curve, but creating a simple outline on a piece of paper for a blank sketchbook is one of the easiest things. Creating a line page is one of the easiest things. And I take you step through step in that training. Also, you can create a t-shirt brand. Hey, if there's a slogan that you like to say or something that your kids say, you want to, create products for moms, you want to create product for a special cause that is important in your life, you can also get my t-shirt course on my Gumroad as well. And you can actually put your t-shirts and some of your journals or like the covers on these websites, Redbubble, People love stickers over there. So if you like the doodle, you could probably make a killing on Redbubble just selling stickers. T Public, it's really good for their t-shirts. I love their hoodie qualities as well. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/SmileyQuanta. I teach you how to set up an account for each of these websites that I mentioned. And it's in my How to Start a Print on Demand business playlist, where I go through step, where I teach you how to create an account, set it up, and upload your first couple of products, right? So one of the biggest things about when starting a print on demand business, what I do in general, I research that that site and understand how to use it. Because most of the time, print on demand sites is you sign up, you put in your payment information, how you will get paid, you upload your first design, and you figure out how it works. Basically is you'll probably just upload your design and do your margin price for whatever product you have, so you know how much you will get paid. And then you open up shop, basically. But also, if you research what sells on that platform and make sure you're putting things in the right categories or making sure you have something that will sell. Now, I like validation. Okay. So if it sells, if I put something up and I'm testing it out, I'm going to test it on KDP and on Amazon merch, because those websites prove so much validation for me, right? Now, if I can sell one or two on Amazon KDP or a t-shirt on merch, I can sell on all of these other platforms, because Amazon is the biggest search engine. So if I can sell one of these designs and then I find more similar or in the like category, that means there is a need for it. There are people searching for it. So then I did my research, I posted it, I put it up, I made the sale, and now the idea was validated. Now, some people don't have time to do all this, but in general, all of these websites are free to sign up. So you ain't got nothing but time, to be honest. So like I said, I normally test out my idea on Amazon merch or KDP. And then if it's something like, oh, I think I want to create a brand. Now, the number 2 search engine for me in general is Etsy. You would be surprised how many people still buy on Etsy. During the pandemic, when there was a shortage of, what's the thing called? Elastic and mass, I had a sewing machine. I popped that baby open and I started sewing, and I sold over probably 500 masks. But I also resold elastic that I bought wholesale from somebody else. So people were finding my shop to buy elastic and masks, and those were not normal things that I normally would sell. Till this day, people are still asking me, do I have masks? No, I'm over it at this point. I don't want to sew another mask unless I'm sewing it for myself, because I want to match with every outfit. But when I think about setting up a brand and I'm like, okay, so this sold over here, that gave me some validation. Now, real validation is if it continues to sell over there. Now, say that thing sells a lot. Think about setting up an Etsy shop. And Etsy is a pay-to-play, okay? Pay-to-play website where they charge fees. They charge a fee to list, a listing fee, 20 cents, transaction fee like $1.50. There's fees. There are lots of fees that you have to think about when setting up an Etsy shop. But I do connect my Etsy shop to Printful, and I just recently did a video about setting up your Etsy and Printful shop together. Now, if you're knee deep in this episode and you're 5 minutes in and you're like, what the fuck is she talking about? This probably ain't the episode for you, because you don't give a damn about print on demand. But if it is a learning episode, because this may be something that you can come back to reference in another time. So I normally set my Etsy shops up with Printful and Printify, and I do have 4 Etsy websites, okay? So this is 4, but you only know about 1, right? And that's how good I am with this stuff, okay? So if things start to go well on Etsy, I start making sales with Amazon merch and KDP, I'm putting my shit on Redbubble, T Public, Teespring, Spreadshirt, and Zazzle. Okay, so I pretty much figured out Redbubble, Teespring, and T Public, and Spreadshirt was my first print on demand site that I've ever used. I'm still working with Zazzle, even though I've made some change on there. It's still a work in process to figure out the website, but I do see things like, placemats and reception cards, wedding invitations. A lot of digital stuff sells well over there. So there's a few people on YouTube that go into detail on just creating digital products. If you have a good idea, a good idea and a good eye for like design for like wedding placemats and wedding invitations, you can really make a killing on Etsy and on Zazzle doing things like that, especially for the kids' birthday parties when you see the people who create the little the printable things for like water bottles and the chip bags and stuff like that. If you have a good eye and design and knack for stuff like that, I think you can do well on Zazzle and creating an Etsy digital shop. And that's just my opinion. So reasons again why you should start a print on demand business right now is because most print on demand, well, basically the ones that I'm talking about, they're free to set up. All you need is a computer and some internet and an idea. All you need is for your idea to be validated. Do your research, figure it out, decide if this is something you want to do in your spare time or this is something that you want to continue and create a business to. Again, print on demand business does not have to be something that you publicly share. It can be something you do in your spare time and never tell a soul about it and still make money. So if you're truly interested in creating a print on demand business, I am going to advise you again to visit my gumroad.com /Cinquanta Cox-Smith to check out all of my print on demand courses and tutorials. I have some amazing one there. Guys, I do not ship anything out from my home. I don't ship anything. Some things I have to manually put in to ship to the customer, but I don't ship anything at all. And I love it here. This segment is called Q Money Bag Start of the Week. All right, so for the Q Money Bag Start of the Week, we're going to talk about date night. So I had my first date night this week and we went out to sushi. We have been having a hell of a time finding great food. So the sushi was good, the salad and the soup was good, but the food was subpar. We went to a hibachi. We did not do the actual full experience because there was a long wait. It was actually a smaller place, but it was a nice, you could tell that they were clean. They were following all the guidelines with the mask and everything. Our waiter was amazing. They have a heavy pour when it comes to the drinks. My husband couldn't even finish his Long Island iced tea because he basically was like, if I drink this, I can't drive. So I had my pina colada and his Long Island iced tea. So we, I make goals and I put things like that on my board when I write out my monthly stuff. And, my marriage goal is to always have a date night and my parenting goal is to, have a long time with each of my kids so that I know that I'm doing something with just them and showing them love and affection. But date night is not limited to just you and your spouse or whoever you are in love with. Date night can be with your friends, just some girl time to get out the house, have a few drinks, and whatnot. But I recommend that you do try to have a date night if you're in a relationship or a friendship with someone outside of your home, and even date yourself. Okay, there's many times that I've took myself to lunch. You have to date yourself. Take yourself to the spa. Go get your nails and toes done. Go get your hair done. Just get relaxed. Go get a massage. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go get me a massage soon. I have to get some recommendations because, listen, it is hard out here for a pimp, okay? When you're trying to get the money for the rent. Oh, I just went hustle and flow on y'all. Y'all wasn't ready for that switch up, right? But yes, date yourself, date your spouse, date your significant other, date your friends, and just be open to new things. One thing that I enjoy about dating myself is I will try something new in a second. Whether it's food or anything, I will try it. And I'm probably going to get myself messed up for always wanting to try these people food, child. It's hard out here. So at this point, I'm like, I don't think anybody out here cooks. All the lines for everything is long. And I can't find the quality food that I want or I enjoy. So I'm struggling with that. But I mean, we'll be here for a while. So eventually I will find the places that I enjoy. But again, this message is sponsored by motherfucking me in Dayton, going out, hanging out, getting some adult time, and spending more than an hour or two from your home, from your kids, from your pets, whoever you need to just get a breather from, housework, laundry, dishes, all that shit. Go date yourself, okay? Until next time.
Hey guys, today I'm here to talk about Printful. So Printful is an on-demand order fulfillment and warehousing service that fulfills and ships products including clothing, accessories, and home and living items for online businesses. So if you've been following along on my YouTube channel or here on my podcast, you've heard me talk about print on demand and you heard me talk about Printful. I enjoy Printful and I call it my number one source for print on demand, fulfillment, and shipping. They're awesome with their customer service and I recommend them to anyone who wants to start shipping products with no startup costs. It's free to use and I love just getting my samples in the mail. I love seeing my customers super excited about the quality of their t-shirts and other items. So if you want to go ahead and join Printful, visit bit.ly/PrintfulCC to sign up.
Thank you so much for listening and subscribing to the Coins and Connections podcast. Don't forget to leave a review and join the conversation over on Facebook and Instagram using the hashtag Coins and Connections. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Cinquanta Cox-Smith and at Coins and Connections. You can shop all merch at www.coinsandconnections.com. I love you more than I love this podcast. Peace.